Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we gotta remove the caliper. The whole caliper has to come off when doing these brakes, and I think it's like a socket, a E12 or E14 socket, and you remove that bottom bolt there, and then there's another one up top in the same, like lined up exactly in the same spot, but up top. There it goes, that E12 bolt right there. After you do that, you're gonna wiggle your caliper off. Now your caliper is off. What I did here was I took a big channel grip and just squeezed the pistons back in. And then I had a little bit left sticking out, and I just used to just squeeze them in just like that, inch by inch. And then the pistons all went back in. And after that, you gotta remove this little I don't know what this is, some type of holder on the pads, and it holds the pads in place. And it slides out. It just basically slides out, but it only slides out. It'll only slide out one way. On this side here is where you put your screwdriver, and then just push it through. Sometimes you might have to lift it a little bit, put the screwdriver under, but it's real easy to take out. I didn't have a thick enough screwdriver. I had a thick enough screwdriver, I would just put it on top right there, and I would have just tapped it with a hammer, and it slides right through the other side. And then you just do reverse. Now these are the rear brakes. The rear brakes, you gotta remove the caliper bracket, just them 2 screws. After you remove them 2 screws, you unplug these little holders for the brake pad wear sensor, and you can do that with your hand. And once you unplug all of them little I don't know what to call them, little clips where the sensor goes in, like they like guides to hold the sensor in place. Once you unclip those, that's gonna give you the play you need, so you can move the bracket out the way so you can unplug your sensor. But if you wear your brakes too low, just change the sensor. Just follow them little housing things all the way up, and then just unplug the sensor from the top, and then follow the reverse putting it in. But this is how it looks when you unplug those things. It gives you play like this. Just in case you're not changing your sensor, now you got play to pull that plug out. Then you just pull that plug out and do everything in reverse. Now here's something that these brakes in the rear, you need a computer to put it in service mode. But if you don't got a computer, I'm gonna show you a trick to do. I had a computer, so I didn't have to do it. But it has these 2 little screws here. These are Torx screws. You have one on that side. You're gonna unplug that. You're gonna remove that Torx screw, and then you're gonna remove the other Torx screw on the other side. And once you remove them 2 Torx screws, you can actually take the electronic motor off the caliper. Once you remove that motor off the caliper, that's the other screw. Once you remove that motor off the caliper, it exposes the piston gear. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a screwdriver in there, or it's just like a Torx socket. I have the Torx sockets, and you put it in there and you twist it, and then once you twist it, that's gonna give you the access to be able to squeeze the piston back into the housing. And then once you do that, just put everything back in reverse, change your sensor, and then hit the reset button. If this video was of any benefit to you, let me get a like, man, and subscribe, please. Thank you. Peace.